Business transaction, when you say business transaction, okay, these are events. Okay. These are events which involves the exchange of values between two or more parties. So, ibig sabihin, merong barter na nangyayari, palitan ng values na nangyayari. Kung parang pinakasimplihan natin, pumunta ka sa palengke, may binili ka, okay? How much? Okay? And then, babayaran mo ng pera, ibibigay sa iyo yung goods. As simple as that. So, meron siyang economic events. So, that's why become economic events because of the exchange of goods and then exchange of the money. It's always, always expressed in terms of money. Alright? Kasi, that's how we value. That's how we value the economic resources that we have right now. Unlike before, na barter lang. Okay? So, this is the meaning of business transactions. So, guys, take note of this. Business transactions. Connect nyo to na maging problem solving. Okay? I mean, MCQs. Mga problems. So, these are actually, yung mga sa board exam or yung sa mga exercises, these are actually business transactions. These are not just merely problem solving. Okay? Meron lang nag-narrate sa inyo ng information, but at the end of the day, pagdating sa finance or pagdating sa record keeping, walang magsasabi, wala kang mababasang problem. Okay? Ikaw ang iintindi ng problem mismo sa actual practice. So, for example, okay? Yung, let us say, na-receive na yung goods of the inventory. So, i-forward sa'yo yung invoice. So, what are you going to do with that invoice? So, basically, yung invoice na yun yung problem. Like, okay, for example, you receive the invoice on August 1, okay? On August 1, all right? And then, all right, so so I think I was lost for a moment. Okay, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is, yun nga, no, yung invoices. For example, yung invoices mo, let me just check here. Okay. Okay, let me write something. Guys. Okay. So let us say, okay, you receive invoice. Okay, you receive, wait lang guys medyo, you receive invoice. Hindi ko na alam magsulat. Bakit ganito? I think may problem yung clear drawing ko lang guys, no? Teka lang guys Okay, so for example, Okay, so in actual practice, ang marireceive mo lang guys is the invoice. Okay? Invoice lang. So yung invoice na yan, merong date. Okay, may name ng supplier. Okay? Merong amount. Okay, and then merong VAT pag nakasulat dyan. And then, so let's say may withholding. Okay, so meron kang net amount. So that's exactly what you will get, what you will receive. Okay, and then and then you just have to record that. So basically, ang nangyayari, the problem na nababasa nyo is you receive the invoice, di ba? Yung mga ganito, on August 1. Okay? Invoice date is July 31. Inventory is was received on July 31 also. Okay? But, eto na, but, the invoice was recorded on August 1. Diba? So, eto guys, yung problem na yan is actually coming from the basic. Nagiging parang complicated lang because kinikwento sa atin. You cannot imagine. So, I mean, hindi mo pa alam anong nangyayari. So, as an CPA, as an accountant, kailangan, lalo na sa mga may experience na sa accounting work. So, alam ko mas maiintindihan nyo. But for those students na fresh graduates, you really have to use your imagination. That's what I did before. I just used my imagination. Paano ba nangyayari to? Okay, so that's very crucial. Crucial tong understanding ng transactions. Just remember this guys. Now remember this, guys. Okay? In business transactions are equivalent of the problem solving or the MCQs. Okay? So, wag kayong mawiwindang na bakit parang ang hirap. No, we will make it simple. Okay? We have techniques there kung paano magiging simple. Okay. So, let's move forward in terms of oh, sorry for that. Nawala yung share ko. Where is it? Yan. So we have techniques on that, on how to make it simple. So we will do that. So these are the examples of business transactions wherein it could be external transactions or internal transactions. So meron kang pag sinabing external transactions, syempre that involves second party or third party. Okay, so goods and services, credit availed, debts incurred, cash received, or paid out. So while internal transactions naman, of course, these are within the company, mga intercompany transactions, salaries, supplies consumed, production. So these are example of business transaction. But no, we have to, let me check, ano ba itong how to, I think no need for this how to understand. We will go directly on this problem. So let us say, no, a sole proprietor started his business on January 1. The following transaction took place for the month of January 2020. So, invested 400,000 as start of capital. So, if you're going to analyze this, the company put in, or the person or the owner put in 400,000 to start a business. Diba? So that's the real life. At the end of the day, hindi naman sasabihin sa'yo na invested 400,000 as startup capital. Hindi naman sasabihin sa'yo ng owner na ganun eh. Ang sasabihin niya sa'yo is, I invested 400,000 for my business. So these 400,000 are used to purchase my equipment, my supplies. Ganun yun, guys. Okay? So, nagkakataon lang na parang complicated. Kasi nga, story na ang nangyayari. So, you should know how to read the story. So, invested 400,000. So, basically, you have debit cash of 400,000 and credit startup capital. Diba? 400,000. And then, receive cash borrowed from the bank. O, tingnan mo, meron ka pang na-receive. So, at the end of the day, okay, again, hindi naman ganyan eh. Walang magbibigay sa iyo na receive cash borrowed, but sasabihan ka lang ng owner, Tristan, okay, ito yung loan ko na in-avail sa bangko. Ito yung loan contract. Just imagine that. Ganun lang, guys. And then you're going to interpret or you're going to read ano yung nandun sa contracts na yun. Babasahin mo siya. So from here, you receive cash 100,000 and then you debit that cash and then you credit what? loans payable. So same goes with the other topics. Okay, the purchase supplies for use in the business. Purchase supplies for use in the business. Okay, ang makukuha mo rito is invoice of the supplier. That's it. Hindi ka sasabihan ng owner na, Tristan, I purchase for 2,000. Hindi. Okay? So kaya nga maganda na tong mga problems na to kasi naibigay na sa inyo yung information. It's just a matter of how are you going to interpret these business transactions. Okay? So yeah, so from there, okay, so from let us say January 5, okay, from January 5, tingnan ko lang guys ha. See, wait lang guys, no? Wait a minute, kaping mainit. Okay, so January 5, yeah, paid 1 year advance rental. So what will be your entry on this? So your entry for that would be debit prepaid expense, or prepayments, credit, cash. You purchase 15 units for computer. So basically you have 300,000 under computer equipment and then credit cash. You bought various chairs and tables. So basically, no, ang nangyayari dito guys, no, nag-i-invest yung si sole proprietor. Nag-i-invest siya for the things na kailangan niya sa business. Okay? And then ayun na, nagkaroon na siya ng client that gives him 22,000, and then nagbayad na rin siya ng salary for the people of 6,000. Okay, so yeah, and then of course, sent a billing for computer services. Oh, see? So meron na siyang revenue na nakukuha for this. So guys, it's very simple. You just have to make your foundation, how you go more on, like, let's say, how you going to interpret. So you have to exercise your mind or yourself. How you going to interpret these simple transactions? Okay, so for me, I don't see this as simple as pay the salary of two shop 6,000. I see this that there are people or there are employees that are working under this sole proprietor na pwede niyang bigyan ng ng mga other benefits. Okay? Pero pwede siyang meron siyang SSS na payment for this. Okay, meron siyang pa-bonus for this, meron siyang employee benefits, or let us say retirement benefits after 5 years. So that's how I see it now. Okay, and then of course sent a bill to A Trading for computer service rendered for 9,000. So if I'm going to having this from January 2 to January 30, okay, ang baba ng revenue ng company just for 22,000 plus 9,000. So you only have how much? 31,000. Okay, 31,000 na revenue compared sa mga expenses na nagawa niya. So, di ba? But at the end of the day, nagsisimula pala yung company, so it's okay. Okay? But meaning for me, as a start, as an accountant, nasasabihin ko sa kanya, you should get more clients. So how are you going to get more clients? Okay, what did you do to get that clients of 22,000? What did you do to have that billing of 9,000? So, diba? So those are kinds of interpretation na kung saan you need to it's really up to you, no? Kasi it's really up to you how are you going to interpret or how you going to enhance your interpretation skills. Okay? So you pay the account with fine company. So sino bang fine company? So yung January, I think this is January 12 related to that. So nagbayad daw siya dito ng January 20. Okay? And then of course, receive a check from A Trading as settlement of its account, receive a bill from Meralco. So these guys are how we going to make an entry on this. Okay? So we will go into the details later on. So tingnan natin. I will not Let me just check. Parang meron ako nakalimutan dito. Okay. So, yeah. So, let me give you a detailed transaction for this, or I mean, detailed entry for this. Okay, para mas ma-appreciate nyo yung mga sinasabi ko, especially for those students na hindi, especially for those na we will capture everything na kasi yung iba mababa yung mahina ang foundation. Okay? So on January 2, okay, January 2. Whoopsie. Sorry guys. January 2, yon. So on January 2. Alam mo, bakit kaya ganito yung pen ko ngayon? No? May problem ako sa pen ko. Sorry guys ha. Hirap ngayon eh. On January 2, okay? So you invested. So meron kang receive na cash, and then meron kang equity or the capital, which is 400,000. So sorry guys, no, medyo may problem ang aking pen. So I need to fix it later. But I think I will just discuss to you kung ano yung mga entry, and you have to write it down to yourself. Okay? So let me just post that one and then share it to you. Yung pinaka problem natin. Okay. So yeah. So that's it. So January to your entry would be debit cash, credit equity amounting 400,000. On January 4, you receive cash borrowed from the bank, so you receive cash, debit 100,000, and credit loans payable. Okay? On January 2, you purchase supplies, so meron kang office supplies, debit, and then credit cash for 2,000. And then of course on January 5, you paid 1 year advance rent, so that will as prepayments of 72,000, which is debit, and then credit cash of 72,000. And then on January 7, you purchase 15 units for computer of 300,000, so meron kang debit na computer equipment, and then credit cash, okay, of 300,000. And then yan, kang maganda, in January 12, this is accounts payable na to guys, kasi may term siya N over 30. So wala siyang binibigay na discount. Okay? So you have furniture and fixtures, which is 20,000, which is debit, and then credit accounts payable of 20,000. And then yun na, yung meron kang receive cash from the client, so which is you debit cash of 22,000, and then credit revenue, which is 22,000. On January 15, you paid the salary of your two shop aides of equivalent to 6,000. So meron kang salary expense of 6,000 as debit and credit cash. And then nag-send ka ng billing to A-Trading for computer service render. So ibig sabihin, nag-send ka ng billing, receivable mo pa lang. So meron kang accounts receivable na debit na 9,000 and then credit cash. Okay? January 18, nag-withdraw ka ng 2,000 cash for personal use. So yeah, so your owner's equity of 2,000, debit, and then credit cash of 2,000. And then on January 20, you paid your transaction on January 12 na accounts payable. So meron kang debit accounts payable and credit cash amounting to 20,000. And then on January 22, na-receive mo na yung billing mo or your check from January 17 transaction na accounts receivable. So meron kang debit cash or check in bank, credit accounts receivable. So na-settle na yung account niya sa'yo. Meron ka rin, naka-receive ka rin ng Meralco. Okay, na 10,000. So, meron kang utilities expense of 10,000 and then utilities payable of 10,000. Just remember guys, no, you receive a bill. Okay, hindi mo pa binabayaran. And then meron ka on January 30, may additional investment yung owner, which is debit cash, and then credit owner's equity of 50,000. So that's how, so as simple as that yung accounting transaction. So basically, I want you to be reminded on the what's this on the debit and credit. Okay, I want to be reminded of you on the ano ba yung normal balance of certain accounts. So we